Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Clara Z and I do videos on luxury handbags and fashion items. So today I wanted to do a semi 3-year review and also FAQ on my Cartier Juste and Clou if you are considering to pick up this bracelet. My friend Kat L recently bought this bracelet, and if you're interested to see her unboxing, I'll put a link to her video down below. However, I wanted to do more of an FAQ or things to kind of consider if you are considering this bracelet. I'm going to go over things like sizing, wear and tear, and any other considerations that people have asked me about or things that I've thought about in considering buying this bracelet after using it for about 3 years. So let's start off with the sizing. In terms of sizing, if you are already an owner or have tried on the Cartier Love bracelet, the one that you screw on, this one is generally in the regular size, one size smaller than the Cartier Love bracelet. In terms of coloring, you have the choice of pink gold, yellow gold, or the white gold. However, personally, I think the pink and the yellow gold do look better only because the white gold doesn't have the rhodium plating on top, so it's less shiny, and I feel that the pink and the yellow gold, they pop a little bit more. Another question that I frequently get is, does the Juste and Clou poke me where the nail is? And I can say that it doesn't, because the bracelet can travel up and down my wrist. Although it does rest on my wrist a little bit and does cause a very small indenture, it doesn't feel like it's pressing up against it really hard or causing any pain. In fact, I actually wear this Juste and Clou 24/7, which means I hardly ever take it off unless I really feel like I want to change out my jewelry, or occasionally when I've gone through airport security. And if you're questioning whether you need to take it off for airport security, generally because this is removable, I do remove it. But there are times I have been a bit lazy and I've worn it across the airport security, and it really hasn't been a problem at all. Another question I get is this bracelet heavy? And I would say no. I generally wear this again 24/7, and occasionally I will stack it with my love bangle. Another question I get is the bracelet hard to remove? And I currently own this in the new mechanism. This was around the time that they changed to the new mechanism, and how it works is that, I don't know if you can see, but there is a little push lever here that I can pull on, and that goes directly into the hole on this side. And generally, I do find this really easy to take on and take off. It did take a bit of practice, but after that, it was really easy to take on and take off, which is one of the reasons why I like this, because if there are occasions I want to remove it, I can remove it. Now, I know that some people prefer the older mechanism, so I've heard pros and cons to each. Some people find the newer mechanism easier to use, some find the older one. However, I have heard from my essay that some of the ones with the older mechanism have come off by themselves. I don't know if it's because the mechanism has become loose over time or whether it's been abused. However, I haven't had any issues with my Cartier Juste and Clou. It's never become undone or come off on its own. Another question that I get is, does it scratch? And because it is made out of gold, the answer is yes, it will scratch, and I can hardly notice it unless you're looking at it super up close. But even so, for anyone looking at it from kind of like an arm's width, they really can't tell. And do I polish it? Occasionally I do take it back to Cartier to polish, and I ask them to take a piece of cloth, or sometimes they do have creams to polish it. I'm generally against doing the more thorough polish. It's where they take a machine, because some of the gold does get rubbed off, and when the gold does get rubbed off, it does slightly alter the shape of your bracelet, which I don't prefer, because after 2 or 3 years, again, it's going to become scratched up again. So I don't really need it to be super shiny as if it's brand new, because I do feel that these bracelets look even better a bit worn in, and to be honest, with the cream polish, it is shiny enough for me. Another question I get is how do I wear it? I like to wear the Juste Clou on its own because I feel this is already a statement piece. However, when I do stack it, I like to stack it with my Cartier cuff. So this Cartier cuff with the opening here is in a size 17. So it is one size up from the regular bracelet that you can screw on. And the reason why I picked a cuff is because I like the flexibility of removing it when I want to. And I've also heard stories about the screws loosening over time, so I don't want that. So I will generally just put it on like so. And this is how it looks stacked. I also have the cuff in a white gold with one diamond. So if I wanted to, I could go for 3 of these stacked up. However, for me, I do find this a little heavy. So generally I will only stack it with 1 because I like a more minimalist kind of look. So sometimes I will stack it with the gold. And if I do feel like wearing something dual toned, I will stack it up like this. So I also get asked, how do I store my Juste Clou? So if I know I'm going to be traveling and I need to take it off, then I store it in this Cartier pouch. And if you ever buy jewelry from Cartier, they generally will give you a pouch. And they have many pouches, but this one is my favorite one because it doesn't take up a lot of space, it's flat, and it can carry 2 bracelets. So I'm just going to open this up. So as you can see, I've got my 2 love bangles inside, and it has a divider in the middle. And it says Cartier right there. So I will put that inside the pouch, and to me this is probably my favorite pouch from Cartier just because it's compact and it takes up no room in my purse. So a question you may be thinking about is whether you should get the thinner version or get the regular version. Now, the thinner version based on the website when I last looked was around $3,050 US, and with diamonds it's around 4,300, whereas the regular Juste Clou is around 6,800 and the one with diamonds is going to be around 11,800. I think it really depends first of all on your budget and also your style and whether you plan to stack it. So if you're a person that likes dainty bracelets and you plan to stack it, then the thinner version would work better for you. Whereas if you prefer a more statement look to wear it on itself, you can also stack this with the regular bracelet. However, I find that the thinner Juste Clou looks better with thinner, more dainty jewelry, whereas the regular Juste Clou will look better with the regular love bracelet. Also, it depends on your budget because obviously the regular size is going to be a lot more than the thinner version, and the thinner version with diamonds is only about $1,000 more. So the thinner version, even with the diamonds, is going to be more inexpensive than the regular size Juste Clou. So if you're going to go for the thinner version, whether you're going to get it with or without the diamonds is really based on your personal taste and on your budget. However, if you have the regular Juste Clou, it's actually quite a bit more to get it with diamonds. Now, if you really like the look with the diamonds and you have the budget for it and you're willing to do it, it's a gorgeous bracelet, go for it. However, I do find that the price hike is quite steep, which is almost double the price of the regular Juste Clou. However, if you like the look of the Juste Clou with the diamonds and you don't feel like paying another $6,000 for it, another option is to buy a paved bangle. So for about $6,000, I think you can probably find a fairly nice paved diamond bangle that you can stack together with this, and you will get a very similar look. Plus, you'll also have an extra bangle to mix and match with your other jewelry. So I'd like to talk to you about my decision-making process in getting the regular size. The reason why I got the regular size is I wanted more of a statement bracelet. Also, in buying jewelry, what I sometimes like to do is stand back about 5 or 6 feet away from the mirror, because I feel that most people that I see or talk to would usually be at least an arm's length away, and I like to see what the jewelry looks like if someone was a certain distance from me. And to me, the regular size one did pop a lot more than the smaller one. I also like that it's fully gold because I like the more kind of industrial look. So maybe at least 10 years ago, I was a bit more feminine and I used to like dainty, tiny little bracelets, but it might be the trend, or it might be that I'm just getting old, but I kind of prefer this kind of statement, chunky bracelet look. And as Kat talked about why she bought this bracelet and what it meant to her, I wanted to say that this bracelet had also a special meaning for me. I bought this at a time where I was going through a very difficult period of time, so this is a reminder of that time and it's very special to me. So some people may be pondering, should I get the Love bracelet first or the Juste Clou? So usually what people do is they will buy the Love bracelet first. So actually I bought the cuff, and my first cuff was the white gold one. However, if you asked me again today which one I would prefer if I only chose one, without a doubt, I would actually prefer the Juste Clou more than the Love bracelet. So some people may be wondering why I prefer the Juste Clou over the Love bracelet. The Love bracelet is definitely a gorgeous bangle and it goes with everything. However, I find that the shape of it is more common, which is also why it's really popular, because it goes with everything. However, I do find that the Juste Clou is definitely more of a special shape. It is in the shape of a nail and it's not easily replicated. I know there are fakes out there, but the workmanship of the Juste Clou is actually quite high quality, and if you look at it in full detail, it's really done in a very gorgeous way, and the craftsmanship is definitely, I feel, harder to make, and that's one of the reasons why I love it. And also, there aren't that many brands that also produce a nail, so this is also really special to me. So I hope today's video was helpful for you and answered some of your questions that you may be thinking about in considering the Cartier Juste Clou. If you have any further questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. And if you haven't done so already, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me again today, and I wish you a fabulous day. Bye bye now.